let's look at this one. So AI price gouging, corporate greed is out of control.
I may have taken dynamic pricing like a little bit too far. Like, why did I just get my storage unit bill? And it has gone up over 100% in 11 months. Over 100%.
The prices change throughout the day.
What?
So I just lost $4,000 at my newest Airbnb this summer. We got a ton of bookings in right away for July and August, and that's when we realized that the rates were too low. This is why it's so important that you use dynamic pricing.
Or you just mentioned that you also use the so-called dynamic pricing for seats, for seat fees. Why do you make people enter in their age and their geographic location and their gender before they can even see the cost of a seat?
Wow, this is so smart. Dude, they can do that legally? They're telling you, are you a man? Because I'm sure there's a sex between like men and women that will pay higher. If you're older, like past a certain age, you probably have like investment and you have like retirement money, so you're willing to pay more. Oh my God. If they can know your salary, they can also make a decision on that. That's insane. So they can just squeeze as much money as they want from you. Oh my God.
The price you see online right now might be different from what your neighbor sees because corporations are using AI to decide what they believe we can't afford to pay, effectively squeezing every last dollar out of us. The best example of dynamic pricing is Uber. Uber has long used what they call surge pricing to charge.
Wait.
Dynamic pricing is Uber. Uber has
4 minutes for $263. There is no possible way that someone is paying for this. There is no possible way. Affordable ride all to yourself. Yeah, right. Who pays this? There's no fucking way.
Used what they call surge pricing to charge users more during peak hours.
This is even worse.
New York.
2 minutes? Hello?
Used what they call surge pricing to charge
2 minutes for 301. I'm sorry.
Of dynamic pricing is Uber. Uber has long used what they call surge pricing to charge users more during peak hours. New Yorkers recently saw their Uber prices skyrocket due to flooding, and Uber took advantage of this situation, charging astronomical prices for rides.
The subways are literally flooding daily now. Excuse me? $152? That should be $40 to $50, maybe, maximum. Let me show you what happened when I checked Lyft. Hello? You want me to pay
that's out of control.
$265?
But what Uber is doing is more than simple supply and demand. Through the app, they can see, do you own an iPhone or an Android? Did you pay with a...
No. They're even tracking it because they probably know that Apple user will pay more. At least, in my opinion, I think Apple user would probably pay more. Maybe I'm biased, but I think that's probably what it is.
Corporate credit card, and even what percent.
Okay, every time she adds something, I cannot believe it. If you have a corporate credit card, you know you're not gonna look at the price, so you're gonna pay more.
Percentage your battery is on, and allegedly use a credit card, and even what percentage your battery is on, and
okay, this is absolutely evil. So if you have like 5% of your phone battery, they know you're not necessarily you're lost, but like you're about to lose your phone, so they're gonna charge you more because you cannot afford to search for an affordable ride, bro. That's what they see. That's what they see. That's what Uber see. That when your battery is low, they're like, yo, we need to squeeze them. We need to get all the juice. We need to get it. Like, this is insane. I cannot believe. I cannot believe it. Oh, 3%? Yeah. 5% battery, $500, 3%. Oh, 1,000. Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to go to 2,000 now? Make up your choice. I will double every person. Yeah, that's insane. It's probably not that bad, but might as well. This is, I think this should be illegal. I actually think this should be illegal.
Allegedly, using all of this information, they can increase the price of your ride.
Uber has been accused of charging people more if their phone battery is low. It reported that when 2 identical requests were made to go to and from the same location, Uber charged 6% more for the journey that was made on a smartphone with only 12% battery remaining.
Now, dynamic pricing isn't actually new. Companies like Ticketmaster, Amazon, and Tinder have been using algorithms to set prices differently based on users' age, the weather condition, and even how close they are to a store. Allegedly, Target has charged customers $100 more for the same TV if they were in the Target parking lot versus in another location. But dynamic pricing is being taken to a whole new extreme with the use of AI. AI can effectively find our pain point, what we're most willing to pay for an item, and it functions autonomously, making its own predictions and learning from those outcomes. Corporations already have massive amounts of user data, from the data they collect when we shop at their stores to the data they purchase from third-party data brokers. And now with the introduction of online age verification, soon AI will know exactly who we are.
It's a backdoor, really, for this Big Brother style of surveillance, because the types of ID checks that they could use here on Google, James, a government-issued ID. They could do facial scanning to estimate your age, and they could also look at your previous search history. They're going to check out what you're looking at, all under the guise of safety.
One of the many legitimate concerns about this online age verification is that it will allow these massive corporations to have even more data about us. By uploading our IDs, we're effectively giving them access to both private and public data records. Things
I'm not doing
like
that.
credit bureau data.
I'm not showing my ID to those companies. Like, that's not happening. Like, especially to buy something for like Uber or something like that. I'm not showing my ID for this. That's stupid. That's absolutely stupid. I think we're gonna start creating accounts with like a younger birth date. Like you create your your Uber at like you're 18 years old. So they're gonna charge you a bit less, probably. Hopefully. I think we're gonna have to start to do that. Like actually try to scam the companies, like to make them think we're someone else. Because like, what if you aren't the actual like demographic where they would charge you the most? How do you pay less? Well, how do you do that? You just ask your nephew like, hey, can you do the reservation for me? It's too expensive.
Property records, voter registration, insurance databases, and previous purchase history platforms. With all of this information, AI can build an entire profile about you. It could match your email to your LinkedIn profile, identifying your job title, and making a prediction about how much money you make. It would have your zip code and be able to determine if you live in a wealthy neighborhood. It would also be able to find out, do you rent or did you buy? It could check if you have any debt, and it could also look at who you voted for in the last election. Corporations will have the ability to set prices based on what they believe we can afford, effectively price gouging each of us on an individual basis, and companies are already moving in this direction. In recent months, Delta executives revealed in investor meetings how they were using AI dynamic pricing to essentially have a super analyst. The AI would work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to determine optimal pricing in real time. Delta has partnered with Israeli startup Fetcher to train the AI on years' worth of data from previous bookings.
So today we're about 3% of domestic. Our goal is to have about 20% by the end of the year, and that's a goal. You have to train these models, and you have to give it multiple opportunities to provide different results. So we're in heavy testing phase. We like what we see. We like it a lot.
Oh yeah, we like it a lot. We're just gonna fuck the economy. We're just gonna put it in the trash bin. We're not gonna care about anybody's fucking life. And we really like what we see. I hate when I see that. That's horrible. Don't they feel bad about that? I think a big chunk of us would be willing to go back to live like in the 90s to avoid this shit. Absolutely. I don't even care about the internet at this point. It doesn't matter to me. I'm willing to go back to reading books if we can have a stable economy and this bullshit does not exist. I would be totally in for it. I don't care about the internet anymore. That is horrible. The society, how long can you sustain that? How long is the society will be able to sustain that? There is going to be a break point at some point. We cannot just continue to do that. That's not viable. At least I don't think so. People are going to stop buying shit. Like if you're trying to squeeze every cent out of people, they're not going to be able to buy vacation. They're not going to be able to buy like top of the line appliance or like new houses or whatever it is. Like, what are we going to buy? Everybody's going to be poor, dude. Piracy is about to get a big new rise. Yeah, probably.
The more data it has and the more cases we give it, the more it learns. And we're really excited about it. And we're really excited about partnering with Fetcher.
On Fetcher's website, we can see that they work with other airlines, including WestJet, Virgin Atlantic, and Azul. There's also a section where all of these executives are bragging about all the increase in revenue they're seeing from using this AI. While Delta claims that they only use trip-related factors, the technology exists to go much further than that. Imagine a family member passes away and you post to your social media that you will be traveling to their funeral. Theoretically, the AI can access your social media and essentially use this information to price your ticket.
This is like, I don't know if you guys heard about that. That was probably one of the first like moment that the society actually woke up to this. I think it was Walmart back in the day. There was a girl, I don't know if she was 18 years old or younger than that, but she was young. And her family didn't know that she was pregnant. But Walmart knew, so they started sending her like a bunch of pregnant shit. Like, oh, there's a sale on diapers, there's a sale on this and a sale on that. And the parents was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, is someone pregnant here? And they actually realized that the daughter was. And I think that was like one of the first day that we were like, damn, that's actually happening. Like they're collecting information. And I think they pushed back on that. But now it's going to get way worse with AI. Way worse with AI. Yeah, I cannot really tell the story like super accurately. I want to say that the girl itself didn't even know she was pregnant. That's what my mind is telling me, but maybe she actually knew. But sometimes there's things you do, even if you don't know you're pregnant, your body is changing, you're getting sick, or like things that happens when you're pregnant, and you might buy pills or like your diet start changing to buying some more items a little bit more. And even if you don't know you're pregnant, like these behavioral change can be noticed by an AI or like anything that's analyzing your life, right? She didn't. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to mention it because like, okay, maybe I'm starting to bullshit at this point, but okay.
Media and essentially use this information to price your ticket. Delta has received a lot of backlash about this, even from members of Congress who claim this is predatory pricing. It should be noted that Delta denies that they're going to use this AI dynamic pricing or personalized pricing, yet Fetcher, the company they
oh yeah, we're training the AI for no reason, just for fun. Just for fun. Yeah, this is fun. We're just throwing money in the garbage. Hell no. We're not going to use it. Bullshit. Bullshit. Come on. What is the point then? Like, do they believe we're that stupid? I mean, stupid or not, they're still going to put it out. We can do nothing about it unless the government can actually put a law against it. But yeah, her behavior was changing and she was looking up different stuff. And that's how the algorithm figured out she was being pregnant. Okay.
Are partnered with outlines in many blog posts the ways that they are revolutionizing the airline pricing industry by doing AI dynamic pricing and even personalized pricing. And for years, airlines have used algorithms to dynamically set prices. Dynamic pricing, personalized pricing, these aren't new concepts. Corporations have been using these strategies.
Yeah.
But what's different is now with AI, everything is much more scalable. The AI can work around the clock to figure out how much are we actually willing to pay and exploit us. It's basically exploitation on steroids. And Delta is far from the only company doing this. They're just the first major company to say the quiet part out loud.
So, yeah, that's what I was about to say. They probably all do it.
302 for UPC 5187.
Okay.
313 for UPC 5187.
What?
Like,
what?
What's going on?
Walmart is replacing.
What's the second number she said?
3.
Oh, because of the date. Wow. Okay, so if you're buying milk that will expire in like further, you have to actually pay a bit 10 cents. It's not a big deal, but still. Okay.
13 for UPC.
I would say that's not the worst though. I would say that's something that I almost think it's okay, like it's almost good, because they want to preserve the milk that is about to expire. But if they're both the same price, why would I, as a customer, buy the one that's almost expired? But if I know I'm going to use it right now and it's 50% off, I might buy it. I think that's pretty good even, but this is just the start, I guess.
51.87. Like, what's going on?
Walmart is replacing paper price tags with digital price tags, allowing them to change prices as often as every 10 seconds. These digital price tags haven't been rolled out to all of the stores, but in the stores that do have them now, we can already see where this is
Yeah, the blues are
The
more
shopper in this
expensive.
clip points out how
yeah.
the pink frosted cookies and the blue frosted cookies are the exact same cookies, yet the pink frosted cookies are priced at $3.98 and the blue frosted cookies are priced at $4.48. This is dynamic pricing. We don't know why it's priced this way. On the
What do you mean we don't know? We know the blue are selling more, so they're gonna sell the blue at a higher price. That's as simple as that. Yeah, but the AI knows your consumption too. Yeah, it knows you'll take a while to use this milk, so it knows you'll take a later dated one, so it'll increase the price. Yeah, true. That's true. Oh my god, that's horrible. But if they have dynamic pricing like that, let's say I take the milk and it's $3. How would he know that it was $3? They have to change it like maybe once or twice a day. They cannot just update it every second, because if I go up to the counter and I picked it up at $3, am I legally supposed to pay $3 because I picked it up when it was at $3? I'm not exactly sure how that works. Like, they cannot just keep changing the price every second. That would kind of not work. They would need to put a law on it, or like there's gonna be people we're gonna be mad. Like that cannot be sustainable. But maybe.
Walmart website, they explain how this increases the customer shopping experience, that by having clear prices, this is going to lead to happier customers. Yet people were never upset about paper labels. They've been upset about the extremely high prices that were on said labels.
I genuinely want to know how some people go to Walmart or any store, honestly, and spend less than $100, because every single time I walk in this store, I'm easily spending $100.
I'm not buying this. See, like if there's a piece of meat at that price, I'm not buying it. That's too expensive. Look how small it is too.
$17.33. That's how much I paid today for this coffee. Good incomes and everything.
Oh my God.
We don't have money. We're living paycheck to paycheck, basically. On June the 2nd, 2023,
That has to be in
the
Canada.
same exact coffee was $9.92. It's almost doubled in 2 years.
Consumer Affairs found that in the last 12 months alone, grocery prices have increased by 5% in the US. And sadly, this is happening globally. Australian households are paying roughly 11% more than they were just 12 months ago. And even here in Sweden, our biggest grocery chain continues to see record-breaking profits despite the economy being in a recession. It's worth noting that this technology, like almost every technology, could be used for good. The AI could identify items that are reaching the end of their shelf life and lower the prices so someone could purchase those items at a cheaper price. Yet, do we really think Walmart, who made
because I think it benefits both parties. But even though you're right, like they know that we're gonna buy the thing that doesn't expire right now. If something is about to expire today, and you're willing to buy it right now and get a lower price, I think that's good, because if they lose the product right now, they just throw in the garbage and it's completely lost revenue, that they're not earning anything out of it. But if they can earn 50% of the price, they're winning, and you're also winning because you're using it right now. Even though it's a bit lower quality depending on the item, but still, I think I don't disagree with that method.
$648 billion in 2024 is ever going to lower the prices for us. Some proponents of AI pricing argue that essentially the people who make more will pay more and spread out the costs so that lower income families don't pay as much.
Nice joke. Nice. No. We know that's not gonna happen. No.
Yet we actually see the opposite. A
Yeah.
study found that poorer neighborhoods with older infrastructure often pay more for lower quality internet compared to newly
Yeah.
built, wealthier suburbs with newer infrastructure. And the rollout of these digital price tags comes at a perfect time for Walmart, who is increasing their prices due to tariffs.
Of
Some
course.
of them had all of the little perforated price tags removed, but if I kept searching, I came across a few that had the original prices yet on them.
Oh, okay.
This one was
12.
$12.98 and now $13.98.
Oh,
so
there we
a
go.
full dollar.
That's what, like 10%, about 8%. Oh, yeah. I think I heard that. There was an interview from, I think, a senator or something like that, and they asked, who is paying, like, the tariffs, you know? And they said, oh, it's the other countries, right? Because we're imposing, like, 5 to 10% to maybe 15%, maybe 20%, maybe higher than that on other countries. And there was like, you know that in Walmart right now, X product that you are charging 10% to that country, it has gone up by 8% already. Like, you know that we are paying the price right now. And yeah, that's what's happening right now. We see it right here. 10% of increase.
Dollar increase.
So you guys, I'm here at Walmart and I'm noticing that there's no price tags on any of the clothes. I asked the worker for the price of an item and she told me that Walmart will no longer have price tags on their clothes.
No way.
That you have to download their app in order to know the price of the clothing.
Now with the digital displays, Walmart can hide.
So they can know your age. Oh my God. Every time I hear about it, I'm getting mad. Okay.
How much the clothing prices are increasing due to these tariffs. And while what Walmart is doing is extremely concerning, what Kroger is trying to do is taking it to a whole new level of dystopian.
Kroger is a mega retail supermarket chain. Tell me what you guys are up to in innovation. You're doing a lot.
Oh, we're into everything. We have our associate experience and we have our customer experience laid out on the wall, and we are into anything that tries to achieve it. Anything from building sensors to advanced technologies with IoT, with AI, with digital twin, you name it, we're into it. Can I take this advanced technology and think about it differently than everybody else is thinking about it and deliver something that's amazing for our customers? That really gets us up in the morning.
Through its Kroger card incentive
Amazing
program,
for our customers. Every time they say that, I know we're about to get ripped off. We're about to get fucked in the ass. Your weight, yeah, your malformation, your health, your, yeah. They're absolutely, like, they could even go further and say, you know, those the pills that you need to make you live or something like that. I don't know, whatever it is, but the closer you are to dying, or like the worse your condition is, the higher the price will be. That would be horrible if they do that. Because like now everybody pays the same price, or depending on the insurance, like they don't really discriminate. The insurance does, but once you're going to buy the product, it's always the same price depending on your insurance. And if you've done your job right, normally your insurance will be lower. But my God, that would be... And I think they will do it. They will not care that these people are about to die. They will charge them more. They're probably even going to rationalize in their head, like, oh, they're about to die. They don't care about their money or something like that. But that's horrible.
Kroger has collected data on 62 million households. It's now using all of this data to train AI.
Okay, so these are the new digital price screens.
There's no
so
price.
The whole goal of these is to adjust the prices on the items.
What's the price?
As they become more in demand.
This is an example of the digital displays that Kroger is using. These digital displays span the entire shelf, yet the majority of the digital display is showing an advertisement.
Yeah.
There is a price in the corner, but the price isn't below each product. You have to wait for the price to cycle through. So it's showing ketchup, barbecue sauce, mustard sauce, and it's kind of just going through and showing the price. It would be so easy to miss the price of something because you just assume that the price below the item is the price that it costs.
What?
It also says plus 10% at register, meaning the price it shows isn't even the price we're going to pay when we check out. Kroger originally piloted digital displays that had cameras and could do facial recognition.
That has to be illegal, by the way. Plus 10% at register. Like this is, I mean, we do the same with taxes in Canada. I don't know if it's the same in the US. But would that be 10% at register and the taxes then?
The price it shows isn't even the price we're going to pay when we check out. Kroger originally piloted digital displays that had cameras and could do facial recognition to determine your gender and age to effectively give you personalized advertisement.
Kroger using facial recognition technology. The grocery chain says it's using the tech to determine gender and age to present targeted ads on its digital price tags that it rolled out about 5 years ago.
Kroger denies that they're doing facial recognition in their digital displays. They also deny that they're doing AI dynamic pricing, but this of course only came after they received massive backlash. We do know that Kroger is getting even more data to train its AI. They're offering shoppers a $50 gift card to participate in their studies. We also know that Kroger's digital displays activate when you're in the Kroger parking lot. They're able to track your location through the app and effectively send you notifications on sale items. Sensors inside of the digital displays can ping the app on your phone to provide you with personalized offers. We also know that Kroger has partnered with Intelligence Node, an AI company specializing in AI-powered digital price displays. AI-powered digital displays isn't the only thing that Kroger is deploying in stores. They're also using robots to monitor item quantities.
Okay, so this is the first time I've ever seen one of these. Its name is Tally.
He has a name.
Self-inventory. Replacing humans.
It's unclear if they use this real-time data for pricing decisions. Wendy's is yet another company that is using AI for pricing.
I mean, that's a pretty inefficient way to do it. They just have to, if you're selling an item, you just go in the PC and it registers that the item has been taken from the shelf, right? Like, you don't need a robot to scan the shelf. That's so inefficient. Yeah, I guess we could say that's replacing humans, but not really yet. I think that's pretty tame. They're actually starting to replace us with us. No, they're actually replacing workers with us. So we're the AIs at the moment. We're the one that's scanning our own items like idiots. Oh my God. And they have the audacity after that to say, do you want to donate $1 to the poor? And you're like, bruh, can't you I just did your job. Can you at least donate that $1 to the poor for me? You know? Like as a thank you.
It's unclear if they use this real-time data for pricing decisions. Wendy's is yet another company that is using AI for pricing. In a recent earnings call, the executives outlined how they would use digital menu boards powered by AI to do suggestive upselling and to do dynamic pricing.
Yeah, that's right, Kirk. And the only thing I'd add is technology is also a piece of that customer experience. So we're going to accelerate the rollout of our Fresh AI digital menu boards across the system, which improves the customer experience and enables some labor efficiencies in our restaurants.
They've been rolling out AI-powered digital menu boards as well as AI-powered chatbots that take your order to select locations throughout the U.S.
Which number one combo? Single, double, or triple?
Single, extra onions.
Which drink?
Sprite, light ice.
Would you like to make it large?
No.
What else would you like?
Barbecue sauce.
Would you like anything else?
No.
And as you may have guessed at this point, Wendy's has denied they are doing this. But as we saw in the
Stop denying it. We know, man. What the hell? You're spending like billions of dollars into it. You think that's just gonna go like unnoticed? You have workers that are going to snitch, by the way. Like, you have multiple workers working on it. Like, it will get out at some point. You cannot just deny it. He said, okay, but why are we using AI at the Wendy's drive-thru?
They are rolling out these digital menu boards. And we also have a PowerPoint slide from their own earnings call that shows how they are investing in these digital menu boards.
There we go.
The PowerPoint slide says dynamic pricing and menu offerings, upsell capabilities, and it also outlines how the company will be using AI to take customers' orders. So what exactly is there to deny here? We also have audio from this earnings call with executives talking about how much this is going to increase their revenues.
In the first quarter, we continue to deploy digital menu boards and Fresh AI across the system and are on track to expand the implementation to more than 500 restaurants by the end of the year. This technology provides curated suggestions based on customers' order, often resulting in an increased check size. We like what we're seeing. I think we focused on two things. One is the opportunity to see an increased check size, and we're seeing that. We see that through the customer because there is this opportunity when Wendy greets you at the drive-thru. She knows what to ask you to get the opportunity to enhance your order. So we see that uptick in sales. So we like what we see. The economics are encouraging.
Of course you do. You're
and,
money,
it continues to roll out. We talked about we'll be in over 500 restaurants this year. So we like where we're going with Fresh AI.
I just got an idea with this. Just wait until they can make like fully human AI that looks like humans, and like all the all the servers at every restaurant, like if it's a group of girls, they're gonna send like a big attractive guy, and if it's a group of guys, they're gonna send a very cute girl. All robots, but it doesn't matter. They're gonna pay more. That's what it matter. I'm sure that's going to happen at some point. Maybe not everywhere, but I would feel some places would take advantage of that. Absolutely. Where you would not really know if it's an AI or not. Like it's kind of not going to matter at this point. They probably denied the fact that it took someone's job. Probably, yeah. That's the only thing they can potentially deny, yeah. I mean, unless they were... oh, my bad. Maybe they denied exactly what they asked. Like, they're like, did you do this? And they're like, no, we didn't. But yes, we searched with AI, but we didn't do what you specifically asked for. Trying to, like, dodge the question in a disingenuous way. Then the woke would go, how could you assume their sexual preference or misgender them? Yeah. What did they say now? Fucking clankers. I saw that the other day. It was so funny. Now they have the N-word, but for robots. They're like fucking clankers. I think it's so funny. I don't know if it's actually going to be something in the future that when we're going to be like 60 years old, that's how we're going to call all the robots. Fucking clankers. And then the younger generation, don't say that. Don't say the C word. It's not good. Or K word. I don't know how you would write clankers, but... I think that was so funny. I saw that like 2 days ago, something on TikTok. I was like, damn, we're evolving. Or regressing, I don't know. Oh my god, woke empathy for robots now. I mean, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Now robots are acting like robots, but wait until robots feel like humans. People are gonna have empathy for them. Absolutely. They're absolutely gonna have empathy for them. Actually, there's already movies that does this, yeah.
Companies may not be calling it surge pricing, but they wouldn't be using this AI dynamic pricing if they thought they were going to lose money. That's obviously not their goal. If you're like me and wondering, isn't this illegal? Turns out, not really. The US...
Dude, they would not invest in this if it was illegal. They know exactly what they're doing. It could be illegal tomorrow, but we know the government is not going to do that. Because these companies are going to push back against it. And there's a lot of them.
Has very limited laws when it comes to price gouging, and the ones that they do have were written for hurricanes and tornadoes, not for algorithms and AI. In recent weeks, 2 separate bills have been introduced to Congress that would limit price gouging on a federal level. However, if we scroll through congress.gov, we can see numerous bills throughout the years that were introduced, never voted on, and have since expired. Surge pricing, location-based pricing, personalized pricing, it's all legal, and corporations have already been doing it for years. Uber and these other corporations are able to get away with it because in their terms of service, they disclose that they use variable pricing. And
I'll be honest, if something is illegal and you make a clause in your terms of use that prevents that, like, oh, you cannot sue us, or like things that are completely out of control, like you're not supposed to do that, I think they should fine them. And fine them like a lot of freaking money, man. This should be very expensive. I don't think it should be allowed. This should be a crime to put this in your terms of use. You're gonna just start putting random shit in your terms of use and be like, oh, my bad. Maybe if you're smaller companies, but when you're big like Uber, you have so many attorneys just writing that, you cannot afford a mistake. Hell no. They know exactly what they're doing. They're doing that because they can, but they just have to prevent them from doing that. That's insane. Further charges applicable in certain geographical area may increase substantially during times of high demand and due to other marketplace factor. So yeah, basically it doesn't matter. We're just going to charge you more.
And we agree to those terms of service when we download their apps. The only potentially illegal aspect of all of this is showing customers one price and then charging them a different price. But we already see companies doing this. And in my opinion, there are loopholes in the law for companies to get away with this. Most pricing laws were created before AI even existed. And these laws assumed that humans were making the price and that the price would be relatively stable, that it wouldn't be able to be changed in a matter of seconds. It also assumed that everyone would see the same price.
We view a little bit of inflation as always good in our business. We would expect to be able to pass that through.
And as I've said before, inflation has been a little bit of our friend in terms of what we see at retail pricing.
We want to make sure that we're not leaving any pricing on the table. We'll take as much pricing as the consumer can absorb.
And we know if we need to take more pricing, we have room to do it. To date, we've seen no resistance from our customers.
I'm really pleased our sales teams have gotten much better at pricing than ever in the history of the company. We're not going to be giving this pricing back. Now it's not a matter of can we take a price increase? Now it's about how much of a price increase are you going to take?
Oh my God, are you kidding me, man? This is just...